Here's the thing about your movie, why I made a curator's pick of the Hollywood Fringe Festival. Community, heart,
Brothers and sisters. Good morning, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to the BlackBook Mondays. We're here today, and we're going to be talking with women in business. And real quick, we're going to start off and say good morning. Can you tell me who you are and what your business is?
Good morning. My name is Exxodus, and we have a natural tooth powder that reduces bleeding in the gums 90%, tightens the gum, and whitens the teeth naturally.
Okay, great. Well, good morning. And Miss Teresa Butts.
Hey, good morning, everybody. So glad to be here this morning. I'm also representing my business, which is Elite Legal and Business Consultants, as well as Legal Shield.
Okay, and of course, the man with the plan, Mr. Crazy D.
Yes, BlackBook. Check out the BlackBook app. Download the BlackBook app. You'll see LordlandFilms.com on there. Also, we want to say that we're producing Black-owned, Black-produced, Black-completed, Black-released podcasts such as Nothing But the Facts, the Black Book, of course, Dope Hangouts podcast, and, of course, the Black Ice Chronicles. And we're searching for a couple of new things that we're going to be producing. We're searching for the right comic for a Black-owned comic cast, and we're also searching for the right DJs to shoot a cut, scratch cast. Also, I want to shout out to Rodney Smith, Nothing But the Facts. We had a podcast where we sat down with him, and I want to tell you that it is one of the greatest interviews where he put down not only information, but he brought out facts through the questions that myself, your phone is feeding me back here.
Okay.
That threw me off. But anyways, so let me say, from the questions that were asked by myself, Crazy D, Simo, and of course Franklin G. So we want you to go. That's debuting on March 25th, this Sunday. But we have 3 episodes out, including one that just dropped. It's a controversial issue about Black-owned magazines versus white-owned magazines, promoting in the Black community, and where's the money going? What is the responsibility? And are the neighborhoods, the Black neighborhoods, in the balance? So go check that out. That is on Lordland Films on YouTube. Also, Filmmaker Client A page on YouTube, and it is called Nothing But the Facts. Back to you, Brian.
Okay, great. Hey, Crazy D, he's holding it down for the community. Again, if you have a business, you need to talk to him about cutting some video.
702-793-7757.
Okay, great. So we're going to start off with Miss Teresa Butts. Tell us a little bit.
Well, first of all, I want to talk about every third Wednesday, we will be doing Women in Business. If you have a business, and especially if you're a small business and you don't have the money and funds out there to advertise, call me. We'll work with you. We'll get you on the radio. We want to showcase women in business, especially if you're struggling, if you're trying to get your business up and running, if you have your business up and running. We just want to represent women here in Nevada during this segment of our show. Today, I'm very happy to bring to the show a lady that's doing more natural products. It's Black-owned, Black-made, and it gives me pleasure to introduce Miss Exxodus Russell, who has over 15 years in experience. She's relocated here from LA, so I want to introduce Exxodus.
Okay, Miss Exxodus, how are you?
Fabulous. Thank you for having me.
Okay, we appreciate you coming in. Black women in business, phenomenal. You guys are going to be very, very instrumental in us taking back our economy. And you got kind of some unique products here. I'll let you tell us a little bit about yourself, your journey, and then tell us a little bit about your product.
Okay. I'm originally from Jamaica and migrated here. To the States in the early 70s. In fact, I came here in the 70s and then migrated to California. basically, I've always had a passion for helping people. I was in the hair industry, got out of that, and it wasn't fulfilling enough, so I decided I'll learn about herbs. And came across issues in my own personal life, and I decided, let me study a little bit about herbs and what it does and the medicinal purposes. And I embarked upon these herbs, and I wanted to share with the world because many of us cannot afford dental care. And I wanted to offer people, especially Black people, an alternative for toothpaste. And what this does, it reduces bleeding in the gum 90%, tightens the gum, and whitens the teeth naturally. It also has charcoal, turmeric, golden seal, myrrh, echinacea, and more.
Wow.
And within 3 days, you'll see the results. Your children can use it. The entire family can use this product. That's what's so awesome about it.
Now let me ask you something, because I'm looking at you have beautiful teeth. I take it you use this product, and how long have you been using it?
I've been using it over 20 years, to be honest. I reared my children on it. And it is affordable. We have a 2.5 ounce that is $10, $9.99.
Okay.
Very affordable.
Can't get prices.
Yeah,
can't get prices. Sorry about that. It's very affordable.
Okay.
And you can find that information. She's on the Black Book now, so you can go find it there, and it'll actually drive you there. So tell me some more about this product again. You said it's a powdered product.
It's a powdered product, and how you would use it. You want to start out with a new toothbrush because the old one has bacteria in it. So you want to start out with a new toothbrush, make sure the bristle is soft, and you would immerse it in the powder and brush. No double dipping once you've started, and you'll find out that what you have on the brush is enough to brush the entire mouth.
And you do other products too that you...
Yes, we have also a facial line called Earthy, and it's 100% natural, just like our herbal tooth powder. It's raw herbs blended together, and that's what we do.
Okay.
You know, it's really good to hear that it stops bleeding gums. It's a natural product because a lot of people are trying to move more natural.
Yes.
Exactly. And that's the thing. Like you say, I believe that folks like yourself are going to help us take back our economy. Fundamentally, we have to change our thinking. You know, we think if it ain't Crest, if it ain't Colgate, if it's not some highly manufactured product, then we don't want it. And the truth is that we have to start thinking out the box and saying, I'm going to try this product and see if it works, especially if it's Black owned, because we can't grow unless we support our businesses. And one of the reasons that Miss Exxodus is here is to tell you all about her. Again, you can find her at www.theblackbook.directory. If you go in there under retail or health, you'll find Exxodus. You'll find Exxodus gunpowder. You can actually click there, and it'll take you over to her actual purchase site. So again, here's another product. We are a great people, and it's another product that we have created. And when we start to really understand our greatness, we're going to start supporting our businesses. Go ahead.
One more thing I wanted to say is that our product does not contain any chemical additives. The powder does not contain any sugar. You know, toothpaste is loaded with sugar and chemicals, fluoride. And this does not have any of those harmful agents in it. Yeah. And within 3 days, you will see results. And the longer you use it, the more you will see results.
Speaking to the mic, please. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. So now I'm gonna show you real quick. This is a picture of one of her containers here.
Show the other one.
Okay, I'm gonna show the other one. Now, tell me something. You're originally from Jamaica, huh?
Yes.
Did you actually develop this in Jamaica or where?
Here in America.
here in America.
And I'll say recently, you guys know my mom was very sick and found out she's in kidney failure, and it actually came from medication that was given to her years ago. So it's better to start looking at more natural products and stuff that can help you and your family, and start reading the ingredients and stuff that you buy. Because right now, stuff is affecting our health and our lives.
Okay. Can you give us your contact information again?
You can reach us on exodusgunpowder.com. Also, 725-266-0101 is our contact number, but exodusgunpowder.com.
Okay, great. So, folks, we're gonna switch over here in a second. We'll switch over here to Teresa.
Good morning, everybody.
I'll let you talk a little bit and tell me a little bit about Legal Shield.
Yeah, I've been out in law enforcement actually over 35 years. I retired out of law enforcement field. And what I started realizing long ago was that things were happening in our community where people need legal assistance and they really didn't know where to go, who they could trust. So I'm working up a team of people so that if something was to happen, we have a bail bond available, we have Legal Shield, and for a very low price, you can call me and we'll determine what kind of legal assistance you need, and we'll have the team work with you so that you can resolve that. There's a lot of people that they have warrants, they take pleas, they're not sure what to do. And that's what my service, Elite Business and Legal Service, is all about. It's about helping you try to resolve those issues. Now, I do tell people, if you have a warrant out there, I had talked to a captain of Metro, they're willing to work with you so that you can get it resolved, but you will have to show up. And a lot of people call me, they said, I have a warrant, but I don't want to go in. You can't resolve it by not going back to court. You have to go back to court in order to see the judge. Either they're going to put you back out on bail, or you might have to stay in custody. But the key is you want to try to get those resolved. And my contact information is 702-715-9777. And my service is Elite Business and Legal Services. And I really want you to think about how you can resolve that. Work with me on trying to help you resolve that. And I'll do everything within my power at a very, very minimum cost. And the team that I'm working with is reliable, dependable, and we're going to make sure that we try to get things resolved for you.
Great. Now, I'm going to say something, and it's interesting. We just recently had Attorney Ike in and did an Ask an Attorney. We have some bails bondsmen, but here's the thing.
And Ike is one of the people that will be working with me as we try to resolve issues for you.
Yeah, and here's the thing to think about. And I was checking out my Facebook here yesterday, and they were showing these two folks. One happened to be Anglo, one happened to look like me, and they were showing the difference in the one person. They had both done a breaking and entry. The one who didn't look like me ended up doing 2 years. The one who looked like me did 26 years.
26 years.
So understand, there is a discrepancy, but also I can probably guarantee you that other person got the legal advice and had the right people in, where we turned around and we depend on public defenders, which means public defenders mean you're going to get the maximum time. So...
Well, I don't know about that, but you have to know that they're on overload. They have a lot of people on their case. But if you don't have funds, they're your best defense. But if you can afford to just walk in, I'm telling you, for less than what you would pay for a cup of coffees a month, and talk to someone, get some legal guidance.
Exactly.
I mean, it's really going to make a difference. And Brian's is so true. They always say money talks, but it also is legal advice talks. You have to talk to someone. You can't just go and make a decision out there and think that person that has 400 cases maybe on their load, that you're going to get the best representation.
And we have to, tell the truth about public defenders. I used to, everyone knows that I owned a retail business, but I used to sell two magazines, one called Don Diva and the other one called Feds. And in the magazine, they were speaking to people who were in the field of law, and they said that the public defender is there to do nothing but keep the system churning, to keep it rolling. And their whole job is to get the defendant or the person that's within the system to take the plea so that the system will keep going. And what they suggested was to What happened?
I think we lost you on your mic. So go
Okay.
ahead.
How far was I in? So I know. But anyway, so what they said was that the best thing to do is to not take the plea and make it a united front and lock the judicial system up. Lock it down. Lock it down so that it will no longer. We're having technical difficulties in the studio, people, as we tell this situation here.
You guys are turning the mics off with those buttons on the table.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what it is that the public defender is there. My mic is on.
No, it's not.
It says on.
Press the other button.
That's
no,
off.
that one.
That's off. That's
Okay.
on.
Okay.
See?
All right, we're good.
Okay, so the main point of the public defender is to keep the system churning. If you want to change the system, don't take the plea and lock the system up, but it has to be a united front to do so.
Yeah, basically you get what you pay for, and that's why Legal Shield is so important, because at least you can get some advice and know where to go. Now,
And not only that, the price that you could pay for one visit to an attorney could cover your whole expense for legal service. You'll have an attorney on hand 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I want to make this clear. I'm on this radio talking because I'm talking about representing you, to give you advice. You're going to meet several people that might do Legal Shield, but they don't work with me. We're all in the same company. It's like a car dealership. You have a dealership, but we work independently. I meet people so many times that, I met someone, they said they represent you. They don't represent me. I wouldn't be on this radio talking if I needed a representative. 37 years in law enforcement, I can represent myself. Trust me. And I can talk and help you get the proper representation that you need.
Yep. So I'm going to do a quick housekeeping, and we're going to come back and talk a little bit more about this gunpowder, because I'm very interested. I'm going to try it out. But a little housekeeping, folks. It's that time of the year again. Power 88 is having their annual fund drive, and understand. We could not have and we could not be here without Power 88. They are affordable. They are a public broadcasting station, which allows them to allow us to get out and talk about things that we cannot do on the other radio stations. We have people like Don Marquez, who comes in and educates us on insurance. We just had Greg DeVille come in and educate us on housing. You got the BlackBook here, who comes in and tries to support black-owned businesses. Folks, we couldn't do it with any other radio station.
And let me say this. If the first 5 people that call in today, I will make, I'm from T's Kitchen, I also cook, and everybody know I think I can cook. I think I can cook pretty good. I will donate 5 9-inch pans to the first 5 people that call in. You tell me when you want it. I'll get it made for you. And it's a donation to KCEP. If you donate at least $50, call in and donate at least $50, you got a free pan, macaroni and cheese from T's Kitchen.
And it's good. 702-647-3688. 702-647-3688. Consider to call in and support the People's Station. Now, a couple of key dates I want you to put on your calendar. We created the Independent Black Voters Facebook, and we have over 2,000 people. Nonpartisan means that I am not Republican or Democrat. I may lean Democrat, but you have to lean back, and you have to be able to talk about my agendas. The Independent Black Voters Group is nonpartisan. It's available to anybody, black, white, purple, brown, who's looking at supporting our agenda, because if you support our agenda, everybody seems to do well. So we're having on March 26th at Nehemiah Ministries, 3606 North Rancho, Suite 102 at 5 p.m. to talk about an actual agenda, to flesh it out. And then on the 28th, we're going to have a mixer at...
March 28th?
Yeah, a mixer at Soul, Caribbean Soul Food...
It's the barbecue, right?
Barbecue place.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
right.
I'll have to pull up. I'll text the address on here, but try to come out and meet some folks, and let's talk about this agenda. and let's come out and make a difference. I'll pull that up in a minute.
And let me say again, one of the key reasons probably that Trump got in, and I'm not taking anything away from Republican, is because people just automatically thought Hillary would get it, so a lot of people did not vote. Look at where we are today on some issues. It is so important that we start standing up and standing out and showing up to these events.
You're exactly right. And showing up with an agenda. Because showing up without an agenda, it means you get what they give you.
And challenge these candidates. Make these candidates tell you why they're going to represent them.
I just have a question. Excuse me. What happens if the candidate that they put up against Trump doesn't promise us anything? What happens then?
What happens if they're not willing?
If they don't promise us anything.
If they're not willing to talk about our agenda, let me put something. As folks like us, we've always had to deal with everything by tenfold. The truth of the matter, while it's hurting for us with Trump, it's hurting tenfold for people who don't look like us. And if they need you, they will talk about your agenda. And guess what? They need us. We are the difference between this big change or not having a change. So we are sitting in the catbird seat, but the question is, are we going to be a canary that sings and says this is what we need, or are we be one who's quiet and who's eaten by the cat? We got to be out here and say, look, if you want my vote, you want my agenda.
Like Dee said, you got to sort of tie up the system. Get out there and demand that people start listening to your issues. Demand that they understand that you have some concerns, that the representatives, some that have been out there, are not addressing your agenda.
Exactly. So we're going to swing back to Miss Exxodus. Tell me some more about your powder. Just tell me something. Do you use it once a day, twice a day?
You would use it at night before you go to bed. You want to make sure that is the last thing that you do before you retire to bed. And this is what I do. And in the morning I would eat my breakfast, and then after breakfast I would brush my teeth, that you won't have any particles of food in your mouth.
Okay.
To keep your gums healthy. And what it does, it is to keep the gums healthy. And of course it does whiten the teeth, and it does freshen the breath, but most of all, it restores the gum tissue to health.
Okay, great. Crazy D.
Yes.
I'm gonna jump over here for a second and tell me what's going on. What's going on with you?
What's going on? Let's see. We are in the push to make black-owned, black-produced, black-directed, black-edited, black finished products that actually come out that are on par or better than what you see on your TV screen. Automatically, the mind state that they're coming from, meaning that we can do this independently, is what we are on. So automatically it makes it better than what you see on TV. We do not produce dust. Dust is death. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Dust is death. That's why, dust is, for people who didn't know, those are the dry cells that shed from off of us. And what do? We vacuum dust up. So you don't want a picture that looks like dust. You don't want sound quality that looks like dust. You want someone that cares about how you look, because a beautiful black image is everything. Amen. We have nothing but the facts. We have the Black Book. We have Dope Hangouts podcast created by Simo. The Black Ice Chronicles, which is my web series, 6 seasons in. We're beginning on the 7th season. We've interviewed some of the greatest people. And let me tell you this, Brian Harris, to me, is one of the greatest people, because he comes out and he is unapologetically black on what he says. And that's what I like, because I am unapologetically black. I say what I say. I mean what I say. I deliver what I say. And when I tell people that I'm looking for the right comic to produce a comic cast where we push comics that aren't seen, heard, recognized, and appreciated, that's what I mean. And it's going to be finished. It's going to be completed. It's going to be lit correctly. It's not going to be dust. It's going to be quality sound quality, and it's going to come out. And when I say I'm looking for the DJs to do a cut scratch cast where we show the techniques that came from black people.
And there's so much local talent out here that...
Let me finish up real quick. So that's what we're talking about. So you're with that 702-793-7757. You get with me. You go right over to lordlandfilms.com. You can check out my work. But this is what we are about. This is what the Black Book is about. That's why I'm here every single week. That's why Teresa is here. This is why Exxodus is here. Thank you, Exxodus. That's why she's here, because it is now time to go and build our black economy. And that will always be my politic. Our black economy, because by 2053, the study has come out that we will be 0% in wealth. Now, Claude, and let me finish this up real quick. Let me get this across. Claude Anderson just came out with his Black History Reader. For people who know who Claude Anderson is, he was the first one to write up within the Carter administration civil rights legislation that was supposed to go for us, but then somehow it got changed to minority. But he said after slavery, we had one half of 1% of the wealth in America. Now in 2018, as black people, we have 1/2 of 1% of the wealth of America. So when they put people up to say that we always had billionaires, because we had Madam C.J. Walker, we had plenty of others. We always did, but we are no further along than 10 years after slavery. Are we from 1865, from 1895 on up to today? We are no further along as far as wealth is concerned, which means we have been doing something. We have been bamboozled and tricked, and we need to do what we have not done. Focus on our economics, unapologetically black.
Amen, brother.
And let me say this, what Dee's trying to say. They're looking at taking local people that's in our community that have skills and talents and getting it out there for you. So I really want to shout out to Dee for doing that and say that contact him, because we really need to showcase our local talent out here. I also want to say, Dee recognized Brian. I thank Brian for giving us the opportunity to be here. I remember when I met Brian, I think it was 2013, he was out there trying to push, hey, we got to recognize black businesses out here. We got to try to help them stay afloat. And nobody was really pushing that agenda. It's been Brian. He started creating this black directory. That directory started getting businesses recognized, started getting people to go. And now other people want to jump on that bandwagon. I'm be very honest, right, Dee? And
true.
Like, you weren't there years ago, but now you're trying to show up. I don't care if you show up, but don't take away from the talent of Brian that came and started trying to get this together to help black businesses and started getting out there recognizing black businesses. We need to stand up and support him while he's trying to do this.
Thank you. Real quick, because we got 3 minutes, so you got to have them. You got 30 seconds.
We here at Exxodus would like to, if you call in and donate, we will leave you a product.
Okay, great. You hear that? So call in 702-647-3688. 702-647-3688.
10 people.
The first 10 people that call, you'll get a sample. Hey, folks, we got 2 minutes. I want to thank you all for the accolades. Again, it is about us understanding survival for our community will come when we start to do business with each other first. Now, the address for the 28th is Sin City Caribbean Soul Food and Deli, 1502 South Las Vegas Boulevard. 1502 South Las Vegas Boulevard. Come by. We're going to have some hors d'oeuvres while they last. Then we're going to have some food for sale and some shirts and stuff. Part of the donations will go to our candidates, because we can't continue to try to have candidates out there and not fund them ourselves, because if not, the PACs fund them and the PACs own them. So we also need to reach in our pockets. Also, this Monday coming up will be the last Monday before the Ward 5 elections. I'm putting this out. We are nonpartisan. We are not supporting any specific candidate, but we give the candidates the chance to sponsor and come on and tell us why the black community should vote for you. So we got a slot next week. Call me up if you're a candidate that wants to sponsor and then talk about the black agenda to black folks.
And why should we vote for you if you're not willing to talk about the black agenda.
Absolutely.
Why should we vote for you if you are afraid to talk about the black agenda? That means that when you get into your seat, you will be afraid then. A leopard doesn't change its spots, and a tiger doesn't change its stripes.
Yeah.
What you are is what you are is what you are.
Yeah. If you can only talk about minorities, don't come on my show.
We're all minorities, but we have
No,
an
no,
agenda.
we're
But
majority.
we have agenda.
We're majority.
No, but we have
I want you to
agenda.
talk about the black agenda,
Right.
but if you come in here to talk about the minority agenda, go on somebody else's show.